Hello, my name is Joel Windsor and I would like to introduce you to the rock and pop curriculum I have designed for implementation at Notre Collegiate in High River, Alberta. The course is designed on the philosophy that music education has as its fundamental purpose the development of all students as lifelong musicers. The study of music focuses not on the study of great musical works or historical figures, but rather on acts of music making, which means music is now a verb. By focusing on musical activities, students are empowered to fully engage, question, create, and collaborate for relevant and consequential musicking. Rock and pop melds this philosophy with the articulated policies Alberta has for music education. Creativity, collaborative skills, and contextual lifelong learning are key attributes not only of praxilist philosophy in musicking, but of Alberta's ideal students, who are engaged thinkers and ethical citizens with an entrepreneurial spirit. Implied policies at NDC differ somewhat, so the course will realign with the articulated policies by deriving content from traditions students are familiar with, which are not necessarily those of the concert band methodology. NDC students value music, yet less than 1/3 actually enroll in concert band. They're more interested in the musicking they grew up with: guitar, piano, rock and roll, and pop. The growing English language learner population are the least familiar with the concert band, so this course will respect the backgrounds of each student, including ELL students, by using relevant content. Musicality is intrinsic to our humanness, so musical learning should be accessible and encouraging to every student as part of becoming more fully human. Rock and pop will be offered inside the timetable with minimal fees to be more accessible. An assessment will accurately reflect their development as a way of encouraging their learning. Vygotsky suggested that for optimal development, students must not be challenged beyond their reach. They should also not focus only on what they already know, but be challenged by an expert mentor, someone Patricia Campbell calls an on-site transmitter, while respecting what they already know. In rock and pop, the relevant content is what they know, and the teacher is that mentor, and every skill and attribute of musicking is explored at the furthest ends of their zones of proximal development. Rock and pop will also use the core music standards developed by NAFME, focusing on lifelong creative processes and activities which are influenced by the context the music is made in. Assessment strategies will not penalize students for what they didn't know or couldn't do at the outset of the course through cumulative averages, but rather reward them for what they do know and can do at the end of the course. The school already has instruments and technology for the course. Practice rooms are coming, but the band room is already available. The community has and wants to provide venues, but even the gym will work if needed for performances. So NDC is ready for rock and pop. Students need their musical learning to be relevant and empowering for lifelong musicking. Rock and pop at NDC will provide that. Thank you.